started hallucinating, thinking he was seeing his ex-girlfriend out in public, having really crazy dreams that he would tell me about. And those dreams in particular were sort of what were the genesis of Wasterville.
The dreams I would have were... It was like as soon as I started to fall asleep, it was like I was waking up in another world.
I know it's about one person's struggle with narcotics, but I know there's a whole lot of other really awesome elements lined into it. So we're all gonna have to watch and see what happens.
It was me like 6-7 years ago. Just didn't really care about anything. Just wanted to get high all the time. Suicidal, crazy. So I've been working since I was 14 years old, basically. And my sole reason for working my whole life has been to afford drugs or afford alcohol. Because I lived with my mom until I was about 20 years old. And I never really had to pay rent or pay any bills or worry about anything really aside from myself. So I did drugs, and it started out as like a fun thing, like getting drugs for a party or to just hang out with friends. And it quickly turned into I can't really function without the drugs. I can't go to work without them. I lost a lot of jobs because of it, because I ran out. I wouldn't be able to go to work. I'd just be shitting and puking and sweating and basically just a ball of anxiety all day. So that cost me a lot of jobs, maybe some friendships or relationships, but yeah, that's how it's affected me. The dreams I would have were... It was like as soon as I started to fall asleep, it was like I was waking up in another world. And the world was so real that I didn't really, for a while, I couldn't really differentiate between the two, like my dreams and my real life. And it got to the point where I thought I was dreaming when I was awake.
So this is where we shot the opening to the first major dream sequence in the film. It's, as far as I know, an old gas station. In the film, it's meant to look like sort of a desolate wasteland, but as you can see behind me, we're actually right on a busy street. But, movie magic. I had driven by this location, many times, just passing through. This is in the city of Winslow, which is just bordering Waterville, the town that Wasterville is based on. I'd seen it a bunch of times, thought it looked really cool, decided I had to come back and shoot something here. I, didn't really know what at first, but we made it work for the sequence.
The dreams are mostly me back in Texas. And at this time, I still had a little bit of hope about my situation with my ex-girlfriend and things like that. So they were always really tragic in the end, when I'd have to leave the dreams eventually. I don't know, I'm just a normal person. Acting is my hobby, and I don't think anybody's gonna fall in love with me from the film. But if they do, sorry, I'm just a normal person. I'm a junkie. I'm still a junkie. I just take different drugs. So, I don't know. Most of this film is kind of made up from the director's and the writer's mind. So, I don't know what anybody could take from it aside from don't do drugs.